Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's matchup between the visiting Wahpeton Huskies against your West Fargo Packers. This is game one of the triple header tonight. Just have under about 30 seconds to go until tip-off here. For the Packers, a couple players to watch tonight is the sophomore Jordan Knudsvig and the freshman Grace Weary, as well as the freshman Ellie Halverson. As Halverson, we saw on Tuesday night, be hot from beyond the arc. Just about a second here to go before tip-off. This is Cody Wurtzfeld on play-by-play, and we'll be having Kenley Mankey on color tonight. For the West Fargo Packers, it looks like Jordan Knudsvig will start with Callie Rude, Ellie Halverson, and Grace Weary and Kaylee Moten. Packers win the tip-off. Ellie Halverson has it here for the Packers. She passes to Grace Weary. Weary drives, tries to kick it back out to Halverson, decides to give it back to Kaylee Moten, and Moten's got 2 points on the night for the Packers. The Huskies bring it up. That's Kaler that has it. Almost stripped away there by Knudsvig. And it'll be an over and a back on the Huskies. So it'll be Packers ball. Knudsvig will throw it in here for the Packers. Knudsvig throws it into Halverson. Halverson directs traffic, calls a play. Hands it off to Weary. Gives it back to Halverson. Halverson drives, hands it back to Knudsvig over there on the far side. Knudsvig tries to get it down to Callie Rude. As she does, back out to Weary. Weary hits the jumper. That's off the mark. Rebounded there by the Packers, and Callie Rude has it here. Knudsvig takes the long two, and that's out of the rim there as the Wahpeton Huskies brings it up here. Nice pass down to Warney for the Huskies. That ball will fall out of bounds, and it will be last touched by the Packers. It looks like we have a little miscommunication here between the referee and the scoreboard, the scorer's table, excuse me. So they will figure that out. As the referees go to figure out what's going on here. Looks like the Packers will be given a technical foul. As the Huskies miss their first shot, their first free throw of the night. And Kaler makes her second free throw. She goes 1 for 2 at the line for the Huskies, as the score is 2-1. Just under 15 to go here. Huskies have it here. Warney hands it back to number 15. Tries to get it down to Kaler, and that ball is taken away there by the West Fargo Packers. And Knudsvig crosses half court, dribbles with that right hand, directs traffic, hands it off to Ellie Halverson. Halverson takes the three, and that's good. So that's Halverson's first three of the night. Like I said, she was hot on Tuesday beyond the arc. So the Packers lead this one 5-1 with just about 14:30 to go in the first half here. Warney has it here for the Huskies. She hands it back to Starring, back out to a Husky there on the near side, and that ball is well off from three-point range. Smith takes the three over on the far side. That's rebounded there by the, I thought it was going to be rebounded there by the Huskies, but that is the last touch by the Packers. I believe that was the last touch by Halverson. As Brooklyn Smith checks out of the game, in comes Leah DeRees. That ball's almost poked away there by the Packers, and that ball will be last touch by the Huskies. And the Packers will inbound the pass here on the left side of your screen. Weary hands it off to Halverson. Halverson reaches that Packer bull at center court. Passes it to Knudsvig, back to Moten at the top of the key, down to Weary, back to Halverson on the near side of the three, and that's Halverson's second three of the night. And she's got 6 of the Packers' 8 points, with just about 13:30 to go in this first half. The Packers lead 8-1. Huskies drive here. That's Warney that has it. Back down to Seibold, and Seibold gets 2 points there for the Huskies. Knudsvig inbounds a pass to Halverson. Halverson brings it up to the court, directs traffic, reaches that Packer bull again. Nice screen set there by Kaylee Moten. Back down to Knudsvig. Knudsvig out to Weary, almost stripped away there by the Huskies. And Weary has it. She's got to be careful as that ball is intercepted there by DeRees, but the Packers retain possession. Back down to Weary. Weary drives, spins around. They got 3 seconds on the shot clock. Knudsvig's got to force a shot, but that's rebounded there by the Huskies. As Max will drive for the Huskies. But that ball will fall out of bounds. Check that. That's actually a travel called on the Huskies, so it'll be Packers ball. Ellie Halverson brings it up here for the Packers. Calls the play. Moves over to the far side, back down to top of the key. Finds Callie Rude down in the post, and it'll be a foul called on the Huskies. So the Huskies will get their first team foul of the night. I believe Olivia Schultz will check in here for the Packers as Knudsvig goes to take a seat on the bench. Halverson passes to Schultz. Schultz thought about passing it, but finds Halverson. Halverson dribbles up to the top of the key, directing traffic here for the Packers. Screen set there by Moten. Halverson tries to get it back to Moten, hands it back to Schultz. Schultz takes a little jumper there, but that's a little too far, as Callie Rude is there for the rebound there, and it'll be jump ball. Possession will go to the Huskies. Warney throws it into Seibold. That is Julia Seibold. And we have some substitutions here for the Packers and the Huskies as Callie Rude checks out of the game. In comes Olivia Schultz here will inbound the pass to Halverson. Halverson dribbles back to her left hand, back to her right. Crosses that half court there at that Packer Bull. Drives. Nice screen set there by Moten. Finds Weary. Weary gets around defender. Nice pass to Kaylee Moten down in the, or check that Callie Moten down in the paint there for another 2 points, as Moten's got 4 on the night. And a foul call will go against the Packers, I believe. And yep, Packers will get their 3rd team foul of the night. Huskies will have the ball here as they inbound it in. Max has it here at the top of the key, hands it back to Smith. Back down to Seibold, and Seibold will be fouled on the play, so Seibold will go to the line, shoot 2. Check that, as they called that foul on the floor.
And Cody, if you're Coach Nepstead right now, you're maybe a little bit frustrated with the amount of fouls here so early. I mean, this is only a 16-minute half, and they already have 4, and not even 5 minutes here. So Packers gonna have to be careful if they're going to continue with these fouls. Eventually, the Huskies are gonna get into that bonus.
Yeah, and the Huskies have done a good job as they only have one foul with about 5 minutes into this game here. As that's a nice rebound there by Seibold. As you can hear Coach Nepstead for the Packers over there telling her girls to stop fouling and just box out, as they already have five team fouls. So you're right, Kenley. The Packers got to be careful there. Julia Seibold converts on the first free throw at the line. So just about 11 to go in this first half. Packers lead 10-4. And Seibold's second free throw is missed as Max rebounds it here for the Huskies. And Smith's got to be careful. She almost lost that ball.
And that's something that you got to do a good job. You have 2 extra players down low during free throws. You got to box out, and the Packers need to get that ball.
Grace Weary had a nice little layup there for the Packers. She extends the Packer lead to 8 points there, as the Huskies try to bring try to get a little bit of momentum and get some points on the board here. Smith drives, passes to Seibold. That ball is almost out of her hands. Back down to Graves, and Moulton will get the foul on that, and that'll be the 6th Packard team foul with 10:30 to go in this first half. One more foul here for the Packers, and they'll be the Wahpeton Huskies will be in the bonus. As Graves' shot rolls in there.
And you got to think, without these fouls here by the Packers, the Huskies would only have 2 points. So first point of the game came off of a technical foul, and the 3 after that have all came from free throws as well.
And Graves goes 2 for 2 at the line, and the Huskies have cut the Packer lead down to 6 points. Nice pass there to Ava Block, as Block makes the long 2, there for the Packers, and the Huskies will have to call a timeout. So timeout on the floor, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back here. The Packers lead this one 14-6 over the visiting Wahpeton Huskies with just about 10:15 to go in this first half. The Huskies cross half court, looking to get a little bit of points of their own, as DeRees has it here for the Huskies. Back down to Graves.
We see that the Packers are now in a zone defense. Might have switched that up due to the foul trouble they're in, given that it's just under 10 minutes here to go in the first.
Alverson comes away with that ball for the Packers. She passes down to Knutsvik, almost falls out of bounds though, and that ball is taken away there by the Huskies. And that ball will fall out of bounds and will be last touched by the Packers, so the Huskies will come away with that. As Ashlyn Kaler will throw it into Leah DeReeves for the Huskies. DeReeves will cross half court. She'll find Warney over there on the far side, and the Huskies will be called for the travel there. Alverson will have it here for the Packers. Nice screen set there by Kennedy Engler as Knutsvik drives. Nice little floater there, but that's a little too strong.
And they're going to call an over the back there on Moten, so good call that I could see from here. Excuse me, that's actually not on Moten. It's going to be on Engler instead, so just like you said, Cody, that 7th foul, and now they're in the bonus.
Kaler hits the first free throw. Yeah, I almost compare the bonus in basketball to like personal fouls or even playing with 10 players on the football team. As a former player, Kenley, it must have been pretty fun when other teams would get into the bonus or get in foul trouble early on, because it really disrupts a team's offense.
Yes, and it definitely disrupts your defense as well. You're much more careful. You're laid back. You're not as aggressive as you could be because you're worried you won't be able to get away with certain things. And you don't have the room for little tiny defensive mistakes.
Weary takes a long two over there on the far side, and I believe that layup will go to Knudsvig as she rebounded that and had the nice little layup there as nobody was down covering her. The Wahpeton Huskies will cross half court here. Back over to Kaler over there on the far side. Kaler's asking for the pass. Back down to Max on the near side. Over to Seibold, and the three there by Kaler, as that three is a little too short. That rebound will go to Anisha Davis for the Packers. She'll hand it off to Knudsvig. Knudsvig will cross half court. She'll direct traffic, possibly setting up a screen. Oh, and that ball will be intercepted there by Ashlyn Kaler. That's a nice interception there, as Kaler just saw that pass coming and jumped the gun and almost came away with 2 points there, as the Packers will be called for their 8th team foul.
And on that one, Knudsvig just needs to not only pass a harder ball, but we said this about both the C-Squad and JV in the last game on Tuesday, was that they needed to come to the ball. If you're receiving the ball, you have a better chance of receiving it the closer you are to the person. So Weary's got to make sure that she comes towards Knudsvig to catch that ball.
Yeah, it's almost with those passes in basketball. You got to make that pass aggressively, because if it's just a nice toss, it's very easy for those defenders to intercept that ball. So the Wahpeton Huskies go 1 for 2 at the line, and that'll be rebounded there by Davis, and she'll pass it off to Knudsvig, as Knudsvig will reach the top of the key. She'll find Weary. Back down to Davis. Davis is double teamed there. Nice defense for the Huskies. Davis drives, finds Knudsvig over there on the far side. Knudsvig back to Weary. Weary jukes around the defender. Back down to Knudsvig. Knudsvig's got 8 on the shot clock. Got to get a shot off. Back down to Rude. Rude takes the shot off the glass, but can't get that to fall, and that ball will be rebounded there by the Huskies. Good defense for the Huskies, as the Packers lead this one by 7 points. About 7:30 to go in this first half. And what do you know, there'll be another foul call on the Packers, and Max will go to the line to shoot 2. Max hits her first free throw shot, as Ellie Halverson will check in for Grace Weary, and Olivia Schultz will check in for Anisha Davis, as those two go take a seat on the bench.
As I am aware, there's only 6 out of their 10 points have come from free throws. They've only made 2 jump shots to equal 4 points in this half. Again, not a pass you want to make, too far away.
And that's a nice move by Max. Nice Euro step there, but just couldn't get that to fall, as Max, we'll be seeing her in the JV game as she intercepted that ball again, and a timeout will be called. Timeout call. We'll be back after this message.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back here. The Packers lead this one 16-10 over the Huskies, which is about 7:30 to go in the first half. Knudsvig inbounds the pass to Halverson. Halverson reaches that Packer ball at half court, passes it back to Knudsvig, back over to Rude and down to Schultz, and Weary's check that. Halverson is there for the 3, but that can't fall, and Kennedy Engler will be there for the rebound to put it back in for the Packers as they extend their lead to 8 points. Max will reach that half court. She'll hand it off to a Husky down over there on the far side. Kaler will start to drive, but that ball will be poked away. The Huskies maintain possession, however. Max works her way back over, brings it out, tries to reset something up. Back down to Smith. Over to Kaler. Kaler drives, 2 seconds on the shot clock, and that ball will go out of bounds. And it'll be Packers' ball.
Nice defense there by the Packers on getting that shot clock to get down to 1 second there and causing the turnover.
Ella Schroeder will check in here for the Packers, as I believe she checks in for Engler, as Engler goes to take a seat on the bench. Knudsvig will inbound the pass to Halverson. Halverson finds Schultz wide open, quickly double teams Schroeder, thought about the three, passes back to Knudsvig, and Knudsvig passes it down to Halverson, and that was a nice little baby hook shot from Callie Rude, but that ball just falls out of the rim as Max drives and can't get that to fall, and it'll be last touch by the Packers, I believe. Yep, it'll be last touch by the Packers, so it'll be Huskies' ball. Nice pass in there from DeRees. That shot's off the mark. Max takes the three on the near side here, but can't get that to fall. Schroeder comes away with it for the Packers. Schultz is asking for a pass. Schroeder takes the three, and that three is off the mark. Rebounded there by Max for the Huskies. She hands it back out to DeRees. DeRees finds Seibold. Seibold takes the jumper there. Can't get that to fall. Like Kenley said, the Huskies are having a hard time getting those jumpers to fall, and most of their points have come from free throws. So other than that foul trouble for the Packers are pretty much dominating this one. Hopefully the Huskies can get some energy here, as they're only down 8 points still in this game, but if you're a Huskies fan, I'm sure you're wanting to look a stop here on defense and a quick 2 points.
That's going to be a travel out. Black just picked up her foot a little bit too early. And I know that's got to be something that the Wahpeton coach is thinking of right now is, you know, we're in this game because of mistakes made by the other team, not because of exactly our efforts, except for they took the opportunities at the free throw line and converted, so congrats to them on that. So I'm guessing his talk at halftime is going to be something like, we need to get our other shots to fall, but look at their defense here, Cody.
Yeah, that's good defense. Just being in there at the right place at the right time and anticipating the passes from the Packers, and they just haven't been able to convert on some of these turnovers here. 5 minutes to go in this first half. The Packers lead 18-10 over the Wahpeton Huskies. With that, we'd like to thank our sponsors from Healing Touch Chiropractic, Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Van Dam Chiropractic. Magnitude Sports would like to thank them for all they do, and without them, these streams wouldn't happen. So be sure to thank them if you see them out in the public. As the Packers pick up their 10th team foul, and the Huskies will go in the double bonus as Julia Seibold misses the first free throw there for the Huskies. Seibold looks to go 1 for 2 at the line here. That shot is well short there. And Knudsvig will throw it in here to Grace Weary for the Packers. Weary crosses half court, passes it to Knudsvig. Knudsvig was wide open for that three, but decides to hand it off to Davis, or check that Engler, and that ball will go out of bounds.
And the Packers have been a little bit quiet lately. Ellie Holverson had a nice three, and I believe Ava Block had that nice deep two, but otherwise they've been pretty quiet. Their bunnies are not going in so well, so they're getting contested down low. So gonna have to see what they can do here in about the last 5 minutes.
Huskies have it here, looking for some points. They're only down 8. So back down to 41 for the Huskies as Max comes away with here. She'll reset, bring it out to the top of the key, look to set something up. Passes over to Smith on the near side. Smith finds a Husky down, and she's quickly triple teamed there by the Packers, as that ball will go to the Packers. And Knudsvig will throw it in here to Weary. Weary switches back to that left-hand dribble, back to her right. She drives, finds Knudsvig for the long two, and that will fall. So nice shot there by Knudsvig, and that'll be a 2 since her foot was on the line. And the Packers will double up on the Huskies with about 4 minutes to go. Packers lead 20-10. Huskies look to come away with some points on this drive as they don't want to fall any farther behind.
Nice pass there by the Huskies.
And that's a nice layup there.
So they're finally they got a basket that wasn't off a free throw. So we're gonna see if the Huskies can continue to keep going here with just about 3:30 left to go in the first.
As the Packers come away with that. And that's a nice little floater there for Schultz. So Schultz, I believe, has 4 on the night for the Packers. As Max will bring it up here for the Huskies. That ball is almost intercepted there by Weary.
Nice job on defense. On the previous call, they got called for the jump ball, so they avoided the foul. And Engler was able to avoid the foul there, so nice job on the defense.
That's a nice pass down to Graves, and a nice layup there. So the Huskies get a quick 4 points here, and we'll go to a timeout. Timeout called. We'll be back after this quick break.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back here. The Packers lead this one 22-14 over the Huskies with just under 30 minutes to go in this first half. Kenley, what do you think the Huskies got to do here as they have started out kind of slow here and have really yet to get those easy shots going?
Well, I think they got to keep doing just what they did right there. They had a nice layup there before we went to break, and they had a nice layup before that one. So they just got 4 points off of layups and not free throws. So they're starting to get comfortable down low, which is something they need to keep doing.
And that's Ellie Halverson's 3rd 3 of the night, so be sure to watch that as they left Halverson wide open over there on the far side, and you cannot do that as once Halverson gets going, she's hard to stop. She's got 9 points on the night for the Packers. Smith has it here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Back down to Max. Max drives, nice play there, and she'll get the and one for the Huskies. So Max will go to the line to try to get the 3-point play here for the Huskies. Nice drive by Max and to draw the foul.
Again, Cody getting points, not off of the free throws. So they're getting back in this one.
As Max misses that free throw, but it'll be jump ball. Possession will go to the Huskies as Schultz checks in for Halverson.
It's actually going to be interesting to see here. They've ran the same out-of-bounds plays the last few times, leaving the girl at the very top of the key open, but they run a different one this time. Same thing, though, catch and shoot.
That shot by Kaler is off the mark here, but Max has it here, sets it up. He's got to be careful for the over and back there as she gets really close to that half-court line. She drives, and Huskies, it'll be jump ball here, and possession will go to the Packers. So Knudsvig will inbound the pass here to Weary. With 2 minutes to go in this first half, the Packers lead 25-16 over the Huskies. Weary drives, gets to the top of the key, finds Knudsvig over here for the 3 on the near side, finds Callie Root down in the paint. Moten drives, tries to get the floater to go, but that doesn't hit rims, so that'll fall out of balance, and it'll be Huskies' ball. A couple substitutions here for the Huskies. As Max will drive, she'll reach that Packer bull at half court and hand it off to Smith. Intercepted there by Weary. Nice defensive play as Weary looks to get the easy 2 points, and she misses as that layup was a little too strong there, as I might have just jinxed that layup there for Weary. So Grace Weary, I'm sorry for that, as she looks to be a little upset as she knows that's a costly mistake for the Packers, but a lot of basketball left to play here as the Packers will be called for another team foul, and Kaler will go to the line to shoot 2. Kaler gets the first free throw to go. She cuts the Packer lead to eight points here with just about 90 seconds to go in this first half.
Does the coach, Cody, you got it for the Packers, got to start feeling like a little bit more uncomfortable here as Huskies have been able to trickle down here and get closer and closer to the Packers.
And I think a big part of that Huskies getting back into this is their defense. They've played really well intercepting Packers passes and just stripping the ball from them. And as a Packers fan, you got to be worried about that, because maybe it's a little bit of laziness here for the Packers, or just not thinking thoroughly there, not seeing the extra defender.
Yeah, as the Huskies pick up their second foul, or excuse me, third, I guess, of the night.
Root's free throw goes in. So the Packers lead this one by 10 with just about a minute to go in this one. Packers lead 28-18. Seibold has it here. She drives. That ball is almost taken away there by Packers. Finds it back out to Huskies. Max drives. Nice little layup there, but that can't get that to fall as Schultz comes away with it. It's a 2-on-1 here for the Packers, and Schultz gets the layup there. Nice shot by Schultz as the Packers reach 30 with just about 45 to go in this first half.
So Packers on a nice little run here to end the half, Cody.
As Schultz guards Klein for the Huskies. Back out to Max at the top of the key. Passes it off to Kaler. Kaler hands it back to Seibold. Seibold finds Smith on the near side. Back down to Seibold. And Seibold tries to get a shot off, but that'll go out of bounds. And it'll be the last touch by the Packers. 20 seconds to go in this first half. And there's only 3 seconds on the shot clock, so the Huskies got to get a pass and a quick shot there. And that'll be a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Huskies with 2 seconds to go on the shot clock here. So the Huskies got to get a quick pass and a quick shot. So they only have 2 seconds on the shot clock. As the Packers get another foul there. As Max tried to drive there, and she'll be fouled. I believe that foul will go to Grace Weary.
And that's just something that you can't let happen with under 20 seconds here. She had 2 seconds that she took a dribble, took 2 dribbles. Automatically then as a player, you got to think, okay, those 2 seconds are gone. Even if she gets the ball up in the air, it's going to be too late. It's not going to leave her hand in the right amount of time.
First free throw was missed there by Max, and Max goes 0 for 2 at the line with just about 10 seconds here to go in this first half. Let's see if the Packers can add to their 12-point lead over the Huskies with just about 5 seconds to go. Block has it here. It's got to get a shot off. Drives almost on the way. Block takes a 3 at the top of the key, and that's short. And with that, that'll be halftime. The Packers lead this one 30-18 over the Huskies. We'll be back after this.
Whether you are looking to refinance your current mortgage and save or purchase a new home, Sean Carlson with Town & Country Credit Union can help. With over 15 years of mortgage experience, he is an expert on VA, FHA, USDA, first-time home buyer, and conventional home loans, and can help determine the best loan product to fit your needs. His borrowers agree, saying, Sean was a pleasure to work with and made the entire mortgage process easy. I highly recommend him. Ready to check out how Sean and Town & Country Credit Union can help make your financial life easy? Stop by one of our 6 convenient Fargo, West Fargo locations or visit townandcountry.org today. From free checking accounts to auto loans to commercial and ag loans and, of course, home loans, Town & Country Credit Union has the low loan rates, flexible terms, low fees, and personal service you deserve. See for yourself how much you might save. Apply online today at townandcountry.org. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo. Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back here. The Packers lead this one 30-18 over the Huskies as we see the Packers come back onto the big court. A little bit of scoring update here for the Packers and the Huskies. The Packers came out hot with a pair of triples from Ellie Halverson, and however, they got in foul trouble early on and had about five fouls with only 5 minutes into this first half, and the Huskies took advantage of those fouls and made the free throws, and the Huskies have played some really good defense here, intercepting passes by the Packers and just creating turnovers here as the Huskies cut the lead down under 10 points. But then the Packers came away with a little bit of momentum at the end of half with another 3 by Halverson and a nice long 2 by Block, and then couple good shots by Knudsvig and Weary, and that leads us to our score of 30-18. Kenley, as a coach, what are you telling the Packers and Huskies at halftime right now?
Well, for the Packers, I would say gotta clean up their act a little bit when I'm talking about their offensive side. They have had lots of turnovers from just passes that haven't gone well, just a little bit of laziness. I don't know if that's exactly the word I want to use, but not hard passes. They're pretty weak, and they're not going to the ball. They're staying away and waiting for the ball to come to them, which you can't do. As for the Huskies, I think you gotta tell them that they need to work on getting some baskets that don't come from the free throw line. Because if you're Nepstead for the West Fargo Packers, you're also telling your girls, hey, we had 10 fouls and they only had 3 in that first half. That's something we can't do. We gave them how many more points because of our foul situation. So as the Huskies get going back here, they're either going to be, one, banking on the fact that the Packers are going to be in foul trouble yet again, or they need to bank on the fact that they're going to be able to make some shots from inside the paint and outside the paint.
Yeah, Kenley, I agree with you. Even with a 12-point lead here for the Packers, you still got to get better. You can't take any plays off, because the minute you start playing relaxed and playing lazy, I don't know if I want to use that word either, but just not playing to the best of your ability, before you know the Huskies will be within 5 points or so. As we did see about midway through that first half, the Huskies had a little bit of momentum just with their great defense, and the Packers not executing to their full potential. And however, the Packers noticed that, came back with some points of their own, and made it to a 12-point lead. So with that, we'd like to thank our sponsors once again, Healing Touch Chiropractic, Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union, Go Promo, Van Dam Chiropractic. Without their help, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. So Magnitude Sports Media Network, thanks to them for making these broadcasts possible. With that, you can also follow us on social media. Magnitude Sports has over 2,000 followers on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. You can now follow us on our brand new Instagram too. And January 1st, we launched our new website. It's a very cool website. You can go on and watch previous games, highlights, records, all that good stuff. And you can find that at on msportsnet.com. And you follow us on Twitter on msportsnet live, and follow us on Instagram at Magnitude Sports, and you can watch this broadcast on either YouTube or Facebook. Taking a little look at our game schedule here. After this game, after the C-Squad game, Kenley and I will be doing the JV game and the varsity as well. So 2 more games for tonight. And we'll also be having a game tomorrow, January 15th. It'll be, January 16th. Check that. It's the 15th today. Fargo North will play Fargo Davies, as that game was rescheduled. So you can find that. I believe that's a 1:30 game. I'll check on that and come back. And you can also, like I said, find games on demand here and see where, go back and find previous games. So with just under a minute to go in this second half, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back after this.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back here. Just under 15 seconds to go in the second half. Sorry about that. I checked on that game, and that's actually a 1 o'clock start, not 1:30. So Magnitude will have that basketball game at 1 o'clock. As Ellie Halverson will inbound the pass here for the Packers. We'll wait for the official whistle. She'll pass it into Kaylee Moulton. Moulton will hand it back to Halverson. Halverson works her way over to the far side, takes a 3, and that one's off the mark as that hits off rim, as the Huskies come away with that. DeVries will have it here for the Huskies. She'll hand it back to Warney. Warney back to Kaler. Kaler off to Klein. And Klein will drive here for the Huskies. Good ball movement here for the Huskies. As Seibold will have it here, check that. It'll go back to Smith as there's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Huskies got to get a shot off as they don't, and the shot clock will expire. So it'll be Packers ball. So good ball movement there for the Huskies, but you got to take a shot.
And yeah, give props to the Packers D coming out ready to go on fire. And first possession for the Huskies, they're not able to convert because of the great defense that the Packers had.
Alverson drives all the way with her left-handed dribble and hands it to Rude as Rude's shot is off the mark, and the Huskies will come away with that. They'll have it there at the top of the key. Thought about the three, but passes it back to Smith. Smith takes the three, but that shot's off the mark, and it'll be rebounded there by Moten. Moten will hand it off to Knudsvik. Knudsvik will drive. Nice shot there. No foul on that call there, as that ball will be retained there by the Huskies. A little sloppy here at the start of the second half by both teams, as it'll be Huskies ball. DeRees will throw it in here for the Huskies. She'll pass it into Smith. Back down to Warney. Warney will drive over there to the top of the key with that left-handed dribble, and that ball will be poked away out of bounds. Last touch by the Packers. And a timeout called, quick timeout here for the Packers, and we'll be back after this.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back here. The Packers lead this one 30-18 over the Huskies, which is with just under 14:30 to go in this second half here. As that ball is intercepted there by Grace Weary, as she'll cross half court with that right-handed dribble. She's on a mission. Nice spin there, but she's quickly run into three Wahpeton Husky defenders, and they'll dribble up to half court. Smith will have it here. She'll hand it off to DeRees. DeRees will drive. Passes it out to Warney. Warney will drive. Nice little jumper there, but that doesn't fall. A little too strong, and that rebound will go to Rude. Rude will pass it to Weary. Weary will cross half court. Finds Knudsvik on the near side, or far side to check that, and Knudsvik will be fouled going under the basket there. So Huskies will pick up their first team foul of the second half, as the Packers have done a good job so far in the second half.
I know, that's what I was thinking, Cody. I can't believe it. Huskies picked up the first foul of the half. So Packers maybe got the memo in the locker room to not foul and stay clean.
Nice shot there by Callie Rude, as nobody seemed to want to guard her, as she had the easy little layup there for the Packers. Yeah, like you were saying, Kenley, the Packers must have got that stern message that no more fouls, as they've yet to foul.
Give props there to Callie Rude, straight up. Good play by her.
As we see the Huskies add 2 points of their own, as they're looking to get a little momentum. Nice screen there by Moten, as DeRees walked right into a wall, and you could see how she jolted back there, as that is a screen you do not want to run into. And stripped away there by Knudsvik, and Knudsvik loses that, but good thing Weary's there, and Weary will be called for the travel.
And nice props there to Wahpeton Huskies down on this other side. Got the first 2 points of the half for them, not off of free throws, so able to get baskets here and which is what they need to continue to do, especially if the Packers aren't going to be fouling as much this half.
Smith will bring it up to court, back down to Seibold. Seibold will drive, pass it off to Warney, and I believe that foul will go against the Huskies. We'll call that foul against the Huskies, as Ashlyn Kaler will be called for her first team foul, first personal second team foul of the half here. Weary will drive, she'll spin around her defender, pass it down to Knudsvik over there on the far side. Knudsvik thought about the two, and that's a nice dish to Kennedy Engler for the Packers.
Very nice eye movement there by Knudsvik to find the open player down low.
Knudsvik thought about driving all the way there, found a defender, and like Kenley said, had the nice awareness to find Engler down in the paint with nobody guarding her. That's just nice execution there by Engler to get the quick shot.
And my goodness, Cody, another foul on the Huskies.
So,
it's not even that many, but compared to last half, it's quite a bit.
Oh, that's a nice defensive play there by Brooklyn Smith as she looks to drive, and that ball will go out of bounds. So a little bit different half as we saw from the start of this game, as the Wahpeton Huskies look to be fouling early on, and the Packers have yet to get their first foul. But the Huskies have played very good defense at the start of this second half here for the most part. Just under 12 to go in this second half here. The Packers lead 34-20 over the Huskies. And Schultz will have it for the Packers as she's driving. Got to be careful as she has three defenders following her, and Knudsvik will end up with the ball and make the easy two.
It's almost a little good that Schultz lost that ball there, because if she would have kept it, that would have been called for a travel. So a little help there from someone above.
As that shot will be waved off here. And looks like the Packers will get their first team foul of the second half. And I apologize again, because I might as well just jinx the Packers on that previous play before, as I was praising them that they haven't gotten their team foul.
It was doing a matter of time.
Huskies have it here as that ball is stripped away there by Moten. Moten loses it though, and it'll fall out of bounds, and I believe they're going to say it'll be Packers ball, as that was last touched by Julia Seibold. As that is the call, and Knudsvik will throw it in here for the Packers. She finds Block over there on the far side. Block takes the three, kisses the glass off the backboard. Banks are open. Nice shot there by Ava Block, as the
Packers have kind of showed up in this second half here, Cody.
Yeah, for sure. They've come out hot, ready to play. No fouls here. Well, the one foul there. But nice shot by Block. They say in basketball that backboard is your friend. I never found that when I played pickup basketball, but some players do. And that's another three by Block, but that is off the mark. And rebounded there by Engler. And rebound. And the Wahpeton Huskies will come away with a nice pass to Smith, as that shot is off the mark as well. And Block will bring it up here for the Packers. She'll direct traffic here. Pass it over to Knudsvik over there on the far side. Knudsvik will drive, and the Huskies will be called for a block. So the Huskies pick up their fourth team foul of this second half here. Packers lead 39-20 with just under 10:30 to go. Packers lead by 19. Schultz will inbound the pass here for the Packers. She'll find Engler down in the paint, and that layup rolls out of the rim, but nice save there by Kaler, and the Huskies will be called for another team foul. As Seibold will pick up her third team foul of the night.
So very much a different story here for both teams when it comes foul-wise between the first half and the second.
Yeah, it's almost night and day, as we saw in that first half. The Packers had 5 fouls with about 5 minutes into the game, and now we see the Huskies with 5 fouls with just about 6 minutes into the second half. So night and day here for both teams. As Davis checks in for Schultz and Weary comes in for Knudsvig. Warney will cross half court here for the Huskies, as she'll be heavily guarded there by Block. She'll pass it off to Kaler, and Kaler directs traffic for the Huskies. She'll work her way over to the top of the key. She'll hand it off to a Husky over there on the far side. She'll drive, pass it back to Warney. Warney will have it with about 13 to go on the shot clock. She'll hand it off to Kaler. Kaler takes the 3 on the far side, and maybe that's a little bit of momentum here for the Huskies to get themselves back into this one, as they cut the lead to 16 with just about 9:30 to go in this first half. Davis takes the long 2, but that shot's off the mark. Rebounded there by Weary, and that ball will be intercepted by Schroeder, as that pass was a little too far for the Huskies there. And Davis will have it. She'll take the long 2, and that's a little too short, as that hits off the front of the rim there. As Kaler has it for the Huskies, she'll pass it to Warney. Warney's got to be careful, as that ball almost fell out of bounds. She'll dribble over to the top of the key. She'll be guarded by Davis. She'll hand it off to Kaler. Kaler will pass it down to Seibel over there on the far side. Back to Blado. That ball will be out of bounds, and it'll be Packers ball. Block will have it here for the Packers. She'll inbound it into Weary. Weary will bring it up to court with that right-handed dribble. She'll switch back to her left and back down to her right. She'll pass it down to Davis on the near side here. Back over to Block over there on the far side. Block will find Schroeder, but that ball will go right off of Schroeder's hands, and Kaler will bring it up here. She'll pass it over to Warney. Warney will find Graves there down in the post. Nice pass there to Warney, but that shot is just off the mark.
Yeah, great look there by Warney, finding the open draw, cutting down to the basket, but props there so the Packers on collapsing as soon as she got that ball and stopping that basket from going in.
Halverson will check in for Block, as Block takes the seat on the bench for the Packers. Graves will throw it in here for the Huskies. She'll find Kaler. Kaler will bring it out. She'll hand it off to Smith, and Smith will give it back to Kaler, but the Packers will pick up their second team foul of the second half, and I believe that foul will go to Schrader, as it does. Check that. They'll call that foul on Ellie Halverson, as Halverson will guard Smith, and Smith's shot goes right up into the air. It must have been deflected there as I was looking down on a roster. And jump ball will be called. Possession will be given to the Packers, as Rude checks in here for Engler.
It's going to be interesting to see here if the Huskies are going to stay in that 2-3 zone, or if they're going to go back man-to-man based on the changes they had in their lineup.
Halverson will cross half court. She'll pass it off to Davis. Davis will pass it back to Schroeder at the top of the key. Halverson over there on the far side for the 3. Can't leave her open, as Huskies got lucky there, as Halverson's shot was a little short. And Warney will have it. She'll take a 3 of her own, but that's a little too far. And Halverson will pick up that ball. She'll hand it off to Weary. Weary will drive. Nice move there to get past the 2 Huskies, and Weary will draw the 6th team foul for the Huskies of this second half. There's one more foul for the Huskies, and the Packers will go to the bonus. Timeout call. Packers lead this one 39-23 over the Huskies with just about 7:30 to go. We'll be back after this break.
Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Welcome back here. The Packers lead this one 39-23 over the Huskies as Weary will be at the line just coming out of this break here. She'll shoot 2. Her first shot will be nothing but net. She'll look to go 2 for 2 at the line as she extends the Packer lead to 17 over the Huskies. As she does, so Weary goes 2 for 2 at the line here. Smith will bring it up. She'll reach that Packer goal at half court with that right-handed dribble. She'll hand it off to Seibold. Seibold will pass it down to DeRees, and it'll be jump ball. And the possession error will go to the Packers. Check that, it'll go to the Huskies.
I think the Huskies might have caught a break on that one, Cody, as the player with the ball took a few steps before the whistle was blown. Might have gotten away with the travel.
Nice shot there by Warney, but that shot's a little too short as Weary drives, and she's a little upset on that call, but her Coach Nepstead over there on the far side and saying, hey, that's a good play. Alverson will throw it in here for the Packers as she situates her team, and she'll find Callie Rude down in the post, and jump ball will be called. And we got a 5-lady substitution here for the Wahpeton Huskies. It'll be Packer ball as there's a little miscommunication between both teams as the Huskies thought they had the ball and the Packers thought Huskies had the ball as well. Both teams were wrong. Alverson will throw it in here. She'll find Callie Rude. Oh, Callie Rude would have had an easy shot there, but that ball just fell right out of her hands. Nice move by Weary to get around defender. Passes it to Schroeder. Schroeder shots off the mark. Rebounded there by Rude. Nice save. Back to Halverson over there on the far side. Halverson works her way to the top of the key. Almost poked away there by Leah DeRees. She finds Davis back at the top of the key. Davis hands it off to Halverson. Halverson drives with that left-handed dribble. She'll be guarded by DeRees. She'll hand it back to Davis. Davis will drive, and she'll be met by 2 Huskies there. And it'll be a travel on Davis, so the ball will go to the Huskies with just about 6:30 to go in the second half. Be sure to check the JV matchup after this. You'll be hearing Kenley and I again as this game 1 of the triple header will be finishing up here, and we'll be having the JV. And after that game, we'll have the varsity game. The JV game is scheduled at about 5:45. Looks like we'll be doing good on that time.
Don't jink us now, Cody.
Yeah, I've
knock on some wood, as they say.
As I have jinxed the Packers twice on the night, so I better stop talking here. As Seibold will drive, she'll be met by 2 Packers, though. She'll hand it off to Husky over there on the far side for the 3, but that ball will go off the mark. She'll get her own rebound. Nice little 2 points there. That is Blado there for the Huskies as Weary will bring it up. She'll hand it back to Halverson. Halverson will drive here with that left-handed dribble. She'll be heavily guarded by DeRees. Good defense there by DeRees to prevent Halverson from making an easy.
Yeah, that's a definite foul right there. 31 was riding on Weary, so good call there by the refs.
Knudsvig will check in for Weary, and Rude will go take a seat on the bench. I'm not sure who got checked in for Rude. I believe Schultz checked in for Rude, but don't quote me on it. Weary will go to the line to shoot 2 as, check that, it'll be the 1-for-1 as the Huskies picked up their 7th foul, so the Packers in the bonus, and Weary missed her first shot. Schultz will come away with that ball. She'll find Halverson there. Halverson will bring it up the court. She'll be guarded by DeRees once again. She'll drive. She'll be met by another Husky, and she's heavily double teamed there as.
And Halverson's going to have to be careful. She goes to that left corner quite often, and that's definitely not a place you want to go on the basketball court. The corner is a spot where you become dead, as they say in basketball. You can't dribble anymore, and it's very hard to get open, especially when you get double teamed. It's very hard to pass the ball off to another teammate. So Halverson's going to have to be careful going to that near corner here.
Yeah, we've saw many times Halverson likes that left-handed dribble all the way to the corner and try to get to the basket, but Huskies have picked up on that, and Leah DeRees has done a very good job guarding Halverson and preventing her from having an easy way to the basket. Weary makes the first shot there for the Packers. She'll look to go 2 for 2 at the line, as she does. And Knudsvig will now check in for Grace Weary. Knudsvig had to wait for Weary to make her free throws there. Seibold will throw it in here to Smith. She'll hand it off to Kaler. Good ball movement here by the Huskies. So that's a nice drive there, and that shot's off the mark though. Rebounded there by Moulton. Almost taken away there by Huskies. Block comes away with it here over there on the far side. She'll cross half court as she's on a mission here. She'll find Knudsvig at the top of the key for the 3, back to Block. Block will take the 3 on the far side, and that rolls right off the rim. Rebounded there by Engler though, and that's a nice 2 points there for Engler as the Packers lead by 20 over the Huskies with just about 4:30 to go in this ball game here. Kaler's shot was locked by Moulton as Moulton and Seibold take a hard fall, but good sportsmanship there as Block helps opposing teammate up, and that's good sportsmanship by both teams. And that's something we've seen a lot, especially broadcasting these Packer games here for West Fargo. Kenley and I have picked up on great sportsmanship, and that's always nice to see between both teammates. As Seibold will have it down in the paint, and it'll be a foul called on the Packers, so the Packers will pick up the 3rd team foul of the second half. As, check that, that'll actually be Abby Bronson at the line to shoot 2 for the Huskies. Bronson hits nothing but net there. As DeRees will check in for Smith. Bronson looks to go 2 for 2 at the line here, as she does. Schultz will inbound the pass here as the Huskies are pressing on the Packers here, but the Packers get away from it as Block is driving hard there over on the far side. She'll spin around back down to Moulton down in the paint. Moulton has a nice spin around shot there, but that ball's a little too short, and it'll be jump ball. Possession will go to the West Fargo Packers. So Knudsvig will inbound the pass here over on the left side of your screen. She'll find Schultz over there on the far side. Schultz's shot is off the mark, as that 3 was a little too short as it hit that front of the rim there. DeRees will throw it into Warney, and Warney will reach the top of the key. She'll pass it off to Kaler though, and that's a nice pass down to DeRees, and that ball will be kept there by Kaler. Over to Warney. She'll dribble her way over to the near side here. She'll be guarded by Schultz. She'll pass it down to Kaler at the top of the key. Kaler will drive, shoot right at there at the elbow, but that'll be blocked, I believe, as that shot went straight up into the air, and Jordan Knudsvig will come away with it. Nice handles there to get around Kaler. She'll find Engler down in the paint there, and it'll be jump ball.
And that's something that I've noticed hugely on the Packers down low is both Moulton and Engler bring that ball down low. And that's something you can't do when you're down in that post position. You're there because you're taller than most of everyone on the court. And when you bring that ball down, you become the same size as everyone else. They got to keep that ball up and get it out of the hands of possible Huskies.
Check that. That was actually a foul called on Ashlyn Kaler as the Huskies pick up their 9th foul of the second half. So very different from what we saw in the first half, as if you're joining us now, the Packers had got into foul trouble early on, and now in the second half they've kept their foul trouble to a minimum of only 3 fouls here. And the Huskies did a very good job in the first half of not fouling, but have gotten into foul trouble in the second half. Schultz hands it off to Schrader down there in the post, but that ball is taken away there by the Huskies, and it'll be jump ball called. Possession will go to the Huskies as DeRees will throw it in here. She'll pass it in to Smith. Smith will bring it up court with that right-handed dribble. She'll reach that Packer ball at half court. Nice defense there by Block. But Smith will get that ball away over to DeRees. DeRees will find Garcia down in the paint, and check that. That was actually Graves down in the paint, and Warney's 3-point shots off the mark, and that'll fall out of bounds. So the Packers will have it here as Block will inbound the pass. 3 minutes to go in this second. Check that. 3 minutes to go in the second half as the Packers lead 45-27 over the Huskies. As Anisha Davis will have it here for the Packers. She'll find Engler down in the paint, but that'll be rebounded. That shot will be rebounded there by Schroeder. Good chances here for the Packers as they've done very well with the offensive rebounds. Here as Schultz will drive and she'll shoot and she'll be fouled. She'll get the hand one. So Schultz will go to the line for the 3-point play as she got that layup to fall and drew the foul. As the Packers lead by 20 with just about 2:30 to go in this ball game.
Nice job there with the Packers by getting many second chance opportunities to help them make this a 20-point ball game.
And Schultz adds to that 20-point lead, makes it 21. She hits that free throw, and DeRees will bring it up to the top of the key. She'll pass it off to Warney. Warney will drive, but her shot's off, and Schultz will bring it up. She'll cross half court. She'll be quickly met by a pair of Huskies, and Block will have it here. She'll hand it off to Schroeder on the far side there. Schroeder's shot's off the mark, rebounded there by Engler, and her shot's off the mark as well, and the Huskies will come away with it. Reeves will bring it up the court with that left-handed dribble. She'll pass it off to, I believe that is Smith as it is, and her three's off the mark. Good defense there by the Huskies. It'll be last touch by Warney, and as a result, the Packers will have possession here.
And right now, as a Packer player, you're thinking, all right, we're ahead right now by quite a bit. There's under 2 minutes. They should not be in a rush up and down the court to score the ball. They need to get down on their side of the court and run some plays and burn some time off the clock. They do not need to score right away.
As Schroeder takes the hook shot there, but that's rebounded there by Engler. And like we said, second chance opportunities for the Packers here, as that was 3 chances there for Engler, but she couldn't get the shot to fall in. But like Kenley said, they burned 20 seconds off the clock, and there's only 90 seconds left in this ball game as Schultz passes it in to Davis, and that's a nice long two there by Davis as they left her wide open. And Smith will bring it up the court here for the Huskies. She'll hand it off to DeRees, and that's a nice pass. But that ball's off the mark, and Schroeder will bring it up here for the Packers. It'll be a 2-on-1. She'll pass to Schultz, and that's a nice defensive play by DeRees as she was able to use her speed and poke that ball out of bounds and prevent Schultz from having an easy layup. Kaler will check in here for the Huskies as Schultz will hand it off to Block. Davis will come away with it. She'll hand it right back to Block, and Block will burn some time off the clock. And that's a nice defensive steal there by the Huskies. But that'll be called for a travel, and it'll be Packers ball. Just under 50 seconds to go in this ball game. Packers lead 50-27 over the Huskies. Don't go anywhere because we'll be back for the JV game after this game gets over. Schultz will have it here on the far side. She'll hand it back to Block at the top. The key block will find Schroeder down in the paint, and Schroeder will have a nice little hook shot there for 2 points of her own. As the Packers reach 52 on the night. 30 seconds to go in this one. DeReeves brings it up the court. She'll find a Husky over there on the far side. She'll drive, hands it off to Kaler. Kaler will take the three, and that shot's too far. And Schultz is there for the defensive rebound, and she'll pass it off to Block. That ball is almost stolen away by DeReeves. Good defense from DeReeves all night here, as she kept Halverson in check and has had some very good defense on Block there. As Schultz will have it, and the Packers will just dribble this one out, and that's the final. The West Fargo Packers win here by a good margin of a score of 52-27 over the Wahpeton Huskies. Be sure to check back for the JV matchup here between both teams once again.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.